Number 10. Final Fantasy IV: The After Years. This collection on the PSP contains an enhanced port of the original Final Fantasy IV, a game I've covered a few times in this video series, except for its remake on the Nintendo DS in 2008. But anyway, the spotlight here is for the direct sequel this PSP version contains. The After Years follows the story of the descendants of the original cast. It was released for mobile devices first, then on the WiiWare, also co-developed by Matrix Software, creators of Alundra. I guess this is the definitive version to own of this legendary RPG. Number 9. Dark Souls. The game that revolutionized the industry and changed gaming forever. A major follow-up to Demon Souls, known for being relentlessly hard. Also the one responsible for the never-ending argument of what is an RPG and what's not, or even what's a JRPG and what's not. Number 8. Dragon Quest VI: Realms of Revelation. Couldn't leave out their next remake of this iconic series out, which was installment number 6. First time ever the world officially experienced this game, as it always remained in Japan, following the adventures of a group of heroes that struggle with amnesia while discovering a place called the Dream World. With the classic gameplay structure of the series, this game is one of the best of 2011. Number 7. Ys I & II Chronicles. Remember way back in the early 90s how I said this was the best version to play these games? Well, we finally made it here. Full remix of the first 2 paragons in the history of action RPGs. And a big shout out to the music rearrangements, as it convinced me they both have the best soundtrack in the entire series. Number 6. Persona 2 Innocent Sin. Well, it looks like 2011 was the year of ports and remakes, and a good one at that actually. Again, this was the first time an English localization occurred, with the first Persona 2 ever created. So you see, Eternal Punishment had a twin game, also on the PS1, but remained in Japan. The PSP enhanced port brought it out of the Japanese shadows into worldwide daylight. Number 5. Disgaea 4: A Promise Unforgotten. This is my favorite Disgaea in the series, available nowadays for most modern systems, but the PS3 was its console of origin. Following the quest of the vampire Valvatores in a rebellion against the president of the Netherworld, alongside the usual wacky cast of lunatic characters. Even though it's the vanilla version, a fun but grindy journey awaits the player in this twisted RPG. Number 4. Fate Extra. A personal favorite on the PSP, criminally underrated as it is part of this gigantic popular franchise, with strong visual novel elements, but also a dark and mysterious story that keeps you hypnotized. It's a dungeon crawler in third person, a grindfest as well, but with an amazing battle system I've praised so many times in this channel. No wonder this masterpiece is one of the best JRPGs of 2011. Number 3. The Legend of Heroes: Trails in the Sky. another port, originally released in 2004 for PC only in Japan, until its localization on the PSP this year. It took Exceed Games a long ass time to translate it, considering the huge amount of text. Yes, this is quite the vast and expansive video game, and it's only part 1, but you know, it's totally worth every single minute of your time. Lovely story, memorable cast, amazing fighting in turns with a small mix of strategy. Trails in the Sky is among the absolute best JRPGs on the PSP and of 2011. Number 2. Devil Survivor Overclocked. So 2 years after the DS release, Atlus decided that their highly unique game will find the 3DS a better home. We're probably talking about the very first JRPG released on the 3DS in North America. Interesting that it will be an enhanced port with rebalanced difficulty, an extra long episode at the end, and full voice acting almost the entire game. Indeed, this is by far the best version to play of this overly addictive masterpiece. Number 1. Radian Historian. Over the last few years, I was so eager to get to this one because of Radian Historian, a rather unique and original game with great music by Yoko Shimomura, developed by Atlus and Headlock. One of the best stories ever written in a JRPG, revolving around a soldier and the power of a mysterious book that allows him to rewind time and alter the events. We meet again a turn-based combat with a touch of strategy, very well implemented. This is, without a single doubt, the remarkable first place of 2011. This year seemed to have a taste for ports and vanilla versions, huh? And if they were so damn good, I can't wait to work on the next one. I get the feeling it's gonna be an insatiable carnage between several great games. See you then in 2012.